Hello, baby. This is your Mimzie in the car, and I'm just too excited. I hadn't even gotten to the house yet, and I had to share with you. Look what I found, and look at all those gold spines. Oh, I'm so excited about all these books. I didn't need any of these books, although I am going to say every time I find a copy of the Mickey Mouse Picnic, I'm going to get it, because I give them as baby presents, and every one of my grandkids will have one of those. But anyway, of course I'm going to read all these to you. See, I've managed to score 2 Mickey Mouse Picnics today. But look at this one. Oh my gosh. Now, I say I'm reading these books for my grandkids, and I do. That's why I do this, so my grandbabies can see my books. But I know, because y'all tell me some of my Gen X friends really enjoy my books. So this one goes out to my favorite Gen X friends. Look, if you know, you know. Woodsy Owl and the Trail Bikers. Oh, you know who Woodsy Owl is? I kind of thought it was Woodsy the Owl. I know it's not Smokey the Bear. It's actually Smokey Bear. That's one of those things we get wrong all the time. But I thought it was Woodsy the Owl. It don't matter. I didn't even know there was a little golden book with Woodsy Owl, and we're going to read it right now in Mimzie's car, because I can't wait another minute. Now, this one is not pre-loved. I always like to look in the front of them and see there. I saw one a while ago that was given to David by the Women's Auxiliary, and I'm very disappointed that David let that book go, because the Women's Auxiliary thought enough about David to give him a book, and it's at the flea market now. Anyway, let's go check out Woodsy the Owl. Give a hoot, don't pollute. Oh my gosh, I need a t-shirt. Anybody out there got a Woodsy Owl t-shirt? Oh, looky there, he's in the tree having a little dream about honeybees. I hope those might actually be hornets. Owls are going to eat all that mess, I'm sure. It was quite early in the morning. Let me back up so you can see the pictures. You don't need to see all of Mimzie. My car is going slow to back up. But I got my air conditioner on in here. If I get out, it's going to be sweaty. It was quite early in the morning, a good time for dozing. And that's just what Woodsy Owl was doing. In his dream, he heard a sound like the buzzing of a faraway bee. The noise grew louder until it sounded like a swarm of angry hornets. Can y'all see what that is? It's dirt bikes. My little baby son Sawyer, who's almost 32. Anyway, he always had dirt bikes when he was a little boy. Finally, the noise became a roar, and a dozen trail bikes burst across the meadow and rocketed past the trunk of Woodsy's tree. Woodsy banged his head on a limb and nearly toppled off his branch. "What's going on?" he cried. Look at him. Other animals were startled too. A mother woodpecker almost cracked a lovely new egg. A small bunny, diving for his hole, tripped over a root. A badger's tunnel caved in on his store of winter food. That is appalling. The rider circled the meadow, then headed again toward Woodsy's tree. "Run for your lives!" the badger yelled. "They're coming back this way!" The animals scattered like swirling leaves, all except Woodsy Owl. It's hard for me to just say Woodsy and to not throw that "the" in there. He tooted out on his hooter and threw up both wings. "Halt!" he shouted. The surprised riders skidded to a stop and shut off their motors. The meadow suddenly became very still. Look at him. He's blowing on his tooter. No, he tooted on his hooter. He tooted on his hooter. I don't know what's wrong with Mimzie's hair today. "That awful noise is polluting the air," Woodsy scolded. "You're frightening every creature in the forest. You're tearing up the soil. How did you get here?" "Trail bikes go almost anywhere," the leader explained. "Good," said Woodsy. "Then ride yours back to town." "We can't," the leader sighed. "We rode them in town and everyone complained about the noise. The mayor was so angry that he gave us exactly 7 days to find a trail that wouldn't bother anyone. We've looked all week, and today our time is up. When the mayor hears that we still haven't found a trail, we'll be in real trouble." Oh, boo-hoo. "I know a perfect place," said Woodsy. "Swan River. It's in the forest, but it's away from the animals' homes. There you can make a trail that wouldn't frighten the animals or disturb the plants and soil. Let's go and look." We still gonna pollute the air, Woodsy. Come on now. Following Woodsy, everyone hiked through the deep woods and headed toward Swan River. But when they arrived, they had a terrible shock. Let's go see what the terrible shock was. Oh my, that is a hot mess. And you know Mimzie is a river girl. We're not having this. We cannot have a nasty river. Is this Swan River? Woodsy cried. It looks more like the city dump. And he's right. It's a disgrace, the leader agreed, but this is our only chance. We'll just have to clean things up so we can ride around here. But the riders parked their bikes, rolled up their sleeves, and got busy. They worked all morning without even stopping to rest. By noon, several piles of rubbish lined the banks. Rubbish is just a fun word for trash. Even so, the leader began to worry. This is a big job, he said. At this rate, I'm afraid we'll never make it. The hours grew longer and the piles grew higher. The river looked better, but when evening came, there was still so much to do. It's no use, Woodsy, the biker said unhappily. This job was too much for us. You tried hard, Woodsy told them. Ask the mayor for a little more time. He's too angry, the leader said. He won't allow us another minute. Well, you know, that mayor was voted in and that mayor can be voted out. I have an idea, said Woodsy. Come back tomorrow, noon. Bring the mayor. There's nothing that can be done now, answered the leader, but we'll invite him if you say so. Come on, perk up a little bit. You're so negative. Just be a little more optimistic. The glass is half full. At dawn the next morning, Woodsy Owl was back at Swan River. All the other animals came too, and they had a plan ready. You know your jobs, Woodsy said. Let's go get to work. Beavers and muskrats splashed into the water and began dragging out trash. Groundhogs, badgers, gophers, and moles dug deep holes and buried scraps left by picnickers. I like this picture. Squirrels and raccoons added plastic spoons and paper cups to the junk piles. Birds picked up bottle caps. Deer tore down ugly signs and posters. Even the smallest chipmunk found some way to help. Bless his little heart. The hours flew as the busy animals added old shoes, coat hangers, rusty buckets, jars, boxes, bottles, and cans to the rubbish heaps. I'm going to go out on a limb here and say if this place was as bad as all this, I think that mayor needs to be looked at. You hear me? Woodsy was everywhere, helping everyone. Best of all, he found a man with a truck to haul off the mountains of junk they had collected. Exactly at noon, the last tin can disappeared. We did it, the animals cried. Now look at this place. And not a second too soon, Woodsy exclaimed. Here come the bikers with the mayor, and he does look angry. He does look angry. It kind of low-key reminds me of Buford T. Justice. And if you don't know who that is, your parents didn't raise you right. The mayor stepped back from his car, frowning. His frown vanished as he looked around with surprise. I can't believe my eyes, he cried. Swan River hasn't looked so beautiful in years. You bikers have done a wonderful job. Stolen valor. The bikers were nearly too amazed to speak. We only started the job, the leader explained. Somehow our friends finished it. Woodsy, how can we ever thank you? Well, how about we keep it clean? Oh, last page. Glad to help, Woodsy said, and you can thank us by spreading the word. Give a hoot, don't pollute. And winking a big wink, Woodsy Owl tooted a happy hoot on his hooter. I'm going to say that again because it just makes me happy. Woodsy Owl tooted a happy hoot on his hooter. Did he toot a hoot on his hooter or hoot a toot on his tooter? Or did he tootity hootity? Never mind. I just love Woodsy the Owl. I'm so glad I found this book today. But you know, not as much as I love you.